What's up, guys?
Hello.
Ryan and Tiffany here with Tampa Carry. We are excited. Looks like lots of people like the 3-minute countdown.
Yeah,
Tiff.
I like it too because I feel like I have a chance.
Not
to
as rushed.
Yeah, exactly. We start it and then we got like 3 minutes to be like, do I have anything in my teeth?
Yeah, that's never the debate. We are debating what a sheepdog actually is because somebody said they bought a dog.
No, they adopted a dog and it's an actual sheepdog. And I said, oh, it's that cute dog that's really fluffy, like gray and white. And Ryan's trying to tell me, no, it's a border collie.
Well, that's what, yeah, it's like a border collie.
No, it's not even close. Does that look like a border collie?
But that also says shepherd dog, Tiffany.
No, it says sheepdog.
Whatever.
I Googled sheepdog, and that is the image that came up.
Well, Google is full of shit. We learned that in the last election.
Once again, Tiffany is right. Ryan is wrong, but he won't admit it for several months.
No, I will die.
Maybe
with this
a
belief.
year.
What is up, Christopher, Paul, Brian, and Valrico? This is our gang sign in Valrico.
Yeah.
Valrico!
You do that? Oh, I just do that.
Oh, no, it's harder like this. So like that's how you separate the real.
I can do it. Valrico.
That sounds like way too like
Yeah,
mothery.
I know. I'm terrible.
Australian Shepherd. Yep. There you go.
Bad gangster.
What's up, Ting Ting? Of course, Tiffany is right. Don't feed into her.
Ting Ting.
Don't feed into her.
Hello,
Yeah, Ting
welcome.
Ting. Come on. I can't have
There's
this.
a reason why she's my favorite.
Yeah.
I
whatever.
love it.
Oh, your mom's on here.
Who? What?
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie.
Hello from Canada.
Hello there,
Oh,
Mama.
hello there,
Mama
Jackie.
Sita.
Hello there.
There. Well,
Yeah.
usually I think Mom's on there, but she's not usually
Commenting?
No, she's under like the YouTube. Now she's under Facebook. So anyway,
Oh.
very cool.
Yes.
Super excited. So that is the Spock lifelong and prosper hand sign. Of course, it's somebody else. Spock. Is that Star Wars?
Spock from Star Wars.
We don't watch Star Wars.
No, I watched it when I was a kid.
Really?
My dad watched it all the time.
Isn't there like a million like Star Wars like trilogy things?
There's a lot of episodes. It's on TV for a pretty long time.
Yeah. Would the kids like that?
Probably.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
What's up, King? We are heading for some crazy stuff is happening. I'm sure you guys saw Governor Ron DeSantis signed the anti-mob bill into law. So I think I got like a bug or something in my hair. It's itching like crazy.
Really?
So,
well, better not be lice. Stay
Could
away
be.
from me.
Could
If
be.
you
We'll
guys,
check it later.
if you guys see any bugs hopping over from Ryan, just let me know here
Yeah.
so I'm out of here.
So he signed it into law. Now there's already lots of groups like freaking out saying that this is racist, that it's crazy. It's a bill saying rioters are not allowed to riot.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. I like what he's doing because you see what's happening in these other places. And again, I am for peaceful protest, 100%.
But they actually shot yesterday or today. They are shooting at the National Guard in Minnesota.
That's not okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely
it's
insane.
not okay. And the fact that some of these mayors and governors are just letting it happen, it's
because
like
they're cowards.
the people are like, what the heck? Like, that's ridiculous.
Cowards,
So
yeah.
anyway, Blue Lex says, Ryan, did you buy that engraved Glock from Shark Coast? We did not, but that's just because it was the main reason was it was like a Gen 3.
It's a Gen 3. If it would have been a Gen 5, I would have been a lot. So I loved everything about that gun except for the fact that it was a Gen 3.
Yeah, we'll definitely have them do some work, though, on our guns because they do awesome work. And the last place that we have previously been using for all of our slides, we are not using them anymore. So we were looking for someone to send our slides to. So now it's
because Daddy's got to spend some money on some Glock parts.
No, Daddy's not spending some money. Sorry, Ryan.
Make sure you guys share this live stream if you like it. And if you've got a question for us, make sure you visit TampaCarryLive.com and we will answer your questions. Yes, Brian, I would have to agree with you. I think DeSantis he might be the best damn governor ever. He has definitely been an amazing governor.
Yeah, he's done some great
with
stuff for
the big
teachers.
challenges that have happened in this last couple of years with COVID. He definitely handled it very well. With some of the BS, riots and stuff, I think he's handling it well. And yes, Tiffany is wearing an AC/DC shirt.
Hell yeah.
Even though
What?
Lincoln and I listen
Somebody
to
just said
AC/DC.
AC/DC rocks.
We listen to AC/DC all the time. And Tiffany calls it racket.
No, I do not call
racket
I do not call that racket. I call that other crap that you listen to racket. I like classic rock. I like the old school stuff. That is not racket. That is awesome.
Okay. So
She
like
was
Rage
a fast machine. She kept her motor clean.
But Rage Against the Machine, you know.
Well,
what,
no, I don't want that. No, that's
Okay.
like I want like
Do that face again?
I want like Metallica, AC/DC. That stuff's cool. Even Alice Cooper is cool.
Okay. All right.
So that stuff I can handle, but this other stuff, yeah, I love Metallica. Metallica was my first concert that I
Metallica
ever
is my
went to,
favorite,
and
yeah.
I almost caught the drumstick. I was like 2 people away from the drumstick. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
Just
Yeah.
catch that drumstick with your eye and then call Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah. When I
Freaking set
first
life.
came to America, I learned English from AC/DC. Ting, ting.
Nice. That's one way to learn
Awesome.
English.
Okay, wait. Ryan and Tiff should switch chairs. So Ryan is covered up by the chat and we can see more of Tiff. Well, isn't the chat on, Ryan? Because when I thought it was.
I don't know, but I don't like that person. What's
No,
that person's name?
I agree with you 100%. In fact,
So there's a way actually you can turn the chat off if you're watching us on TV and the chat is like covering
the
one
chat
after
is
the
like
other.
the best part.
Okay, whatever. But I also, when I do it, I look at the chat on my phone
I know. It's
while
at
I'm
the
watching it
bottom.
on my, while I'm watching the
Oh.
thing on my computer because I'm a
Oh,
multitasker.
You two-time it.
It's called double penetration. That's how I watch the Guns and Doggos.
You did not just say that.
Anyway, Dale's good.
It's probably better that, I just spit. I'm like the llama today. It's usually you spitting. It's probably better anyway because I have a lot of crazy weird faces. So,
Yeah. Okay, Dale says, is it okay to vape CBD oil without THC? I think so because the marijuana is what's listed as the controlled substance in the Controlled Substance Act, not CBD. So in my opinion, yes, I've never heard of anybody getting prosecuted for CBD.
Yeah.
So I think you're probably pretty solid.
So,
Really? Drew, demonetized.
demonetized. Yeah.
Probably.
That seems to be Ryan's MO here. So Clear Gray Sky says my FN would jam, so I sold it.
Oh,
didn't-
FN 5.7 would jam. My FN never jammed.
Yeah,
once.
I didn't think you ever had trouble.
No, solid, man.
So it might have been, I don't know, I was going to say it might have been like the ammo, or maybe you were
Limp-wristing it.
I didn't
been
want to say
limp-wristing
it
it.
because people
Yeah.
get mad when you say that. But
Sure.
sometimes if you hold, or sometimes if you're holding it lower,
Mhm.
like you're not,
Don't have a proper grip.
if you're not choked up all the way at the back end and have a proper grip, then some of the firearms will jam. But 5.7 is a gimmick round. I don't know. I still think it's
pretty
cool.
badass, man.
I still think that it's pretty cool. How far can it go with 0 bullet drop?
100 yards.
100 yards with 0 bullet drop. It's kind of cool, but the ammo is expensive, and right now is not a great time. But I still think like that's a gun. Did we ever have one, or we just shot them?
Yeah, I owned one. I had Flat Dark Earth one. You remember?
Dude, I can't keep track of all the guns that
God
you
bless
have.
America.
It's like me asking you about like my makeup. Like you don't know what
Just because I
makeup
don't care.
have. You're a jackass. Thoughts on the Keltec Sub 2000?
Just Vanta, I have never really been a super big fan of the Sub 2000. I think it's a cool kind of concept. I think it's a very cheap kind of plastic. And frankly, like we had a lot of them at the gun store I got to play around with. Maybe I just got burnt out with it. But I'm just not interested. I think the front sight is crap because it's just gimmicky plastic. The Sub 2000 that I probably will buy that I think is really dope
Is the integrally
is the
suppressed
integrally
one?
suppressed straight
Knew
from
it.
Keltec. So that I'll buy. But the factory one, it just doesn't like do anything for me. I'd rather have a short barrel AR-15 chambered in 9mm. I think that's a lot cooler.
Somebody said could have had a faulty mag. That's true. Could have been a spring issue.
Could have been a recoil spring or guide rod issue.
Yeah, exactly. Keltec P50. What is that one?
I've never heard of a P50.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it doesn't exist.
Jack Spring. I don't know.
P-
You said, have you ever owned one or shot it? But which one are you talking about?
P50. Oh, shit.
Oh.
What the hell? Oh, okay. What the hell? What is this? So 5.7 from Caltech.
Oh.
Super weird.
Super.
Is this a new gun? It
super
must be a
weird
new gun.
looking. Oh, my
so
gosh.
50 round, 5.7 pistol. Looks like it's using 5.7 mags. Yeah, but again, it's like everything that Caltech does is just super weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Like, I don't want that. I don't feel cool.
Okay, so Brian says, go watch Demolition Ranches. Matt did a thing on it, of course.
On what, the
Matt.
P50?
Yeah, exactly. So Dan, no, so he asked, in Florida, can you have a firearm and use medical marijuana? In some states, it's not legal. So because medical marijuana is illegal federally, then in the state of Florida, even if, you have a medical marijuana card that's completely legal, because it's federally illegal, you cannot own or touch a firearm or ammunition in the state of Florida if you have a medical marijuana card. So it's kind of confusing. Confuses
It's not
a lot.
confusing.
Well,
It's very simple.
Okay.
If you have medical marijuana, you cannot own guns.
Yes.
That's clear cut.
Yeah. It can, but I mean, it goes as far as there's a fly. So
is that what the hell is landing on me?
Yeah, it was in your hair. Gross.
Okay.
So not only can you not own a firearm, you can't touch one, go to the range, stuff like that, technically.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, go ahead.
All right. So Derek says, I have pretty much nullified all 4 firearm safety rules in my home because I refuse to be infringed upon.
Is that?
Hold on a second. How should I go about getting other people on board with this school of thought? That is
that a serious question?
It's a very dumb comment. It's a very dumb comment.
Is that a joke, though?
No, it's not a joke. This is somebody who is taking shall not be infringed way too fucking seriously.
So shall not be infringed does not has nothing to do with firearm safety, though.
Again, we're dealing with somebody who doesn't understand that. So whether you listen, I support Second Amendment. I believe my rights to own and possess guns should not be infringed. I still keep my firearm pointed in a safe direction. In fact, a woman here in Tampa just died a few days ago because some guy was cleaning a gun in his house, loaded, because this is what people always do. Gun goes off, goes through a wall, and then hits and kills this woman, hits her right in the head, dead. So that's the first firearm safety rule that you're saying you refuse to comply with. That's idiotic. So you're keeping your finger on the trigger. That's idiotic. You're not understanding what's in front of and what's beyond your target. That's idiotic. It's just so how do you get more people to get on board with this?
We don't want more people to be on board with that. That's stupid.
Yeah,
I got to say it.
That's the problem. What's this guy's name? Derek? That's the problem. We need people to be smart enough to understand that gun safety rules and principles apply whether you're an experienced shooter or brand new.
Right.
Because that's how people die.
Yeah, so Brian said safety is paramount. And Jack Spring says, Derek, get a brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that we misunderstood your question. Then we didn't misunderstand apologize to you later.
Yeah, look at
this. But that just makes absolutely zero sense. Okay, here. So Leo Romero says, can I conceal carry to my kids' karate class? It is not considered a school.
Yeah, so there's nothing in the Florida statutes that says you cannot conceal carry a gun in a karate class. So, yeah, because let's just face it, I'm not taking shit from any of those kids.
It didn't even make you flinch.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because nobody's intimidated by you. I can make you cry in like 4 words.
Well, I know you can't, but let's not. What's the matter with you? Why would you want to make a woman cry?
I like seeing you suffer.
You're an asshole.
Okay. All right. Calm down, Tiffany. Do we need a hug real quick?
Maybe.
Okay. Let's make up and let's have a better live stream here. This is getting a little bit aggressive.
Wait. Oh my, I dropped into Tiff being mad.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. It was not a real mad. Okay, somebody said, can you can you do guns and Italian food or guns and Chinese food and expand to other restaurants?
No.
We can't. It's guns and tacos. It's guns and tacos. Somebody else said, what was it? I don't know, something else, but that's why it's called Guns and Tacos. And you guys are giving us flack because we're not eating tacos. I always eat a chili relleno and
I actually ate a taco on our last episode.
But this is the thing. When we were coming up with the name, we knew it was going to be Guns at a Mexican restaurant, but it doesn't sound as good. Guns at a Mexican restaurant?
Guns at a Mexican.
So I was like, how about Guns and Tacos? But I'm not going to eat tacos because actually, stop. Move your hand.
Hold on. Finish your comments and then let me get to what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Go.
Okay, so this guy Chip says, as an instructor, that guy is not playing with the full deck.
Mm-hmm.
Those rules are a must, or the consequences are very serious. Yep.
Totally agree.
Totally agree.
Totally agree. So somebody said, sounds like they're trolling. I don't know. I hope.
It's serious. And listen, like, I kind of get where this dude is coming from. There's some legislation today that's, or not today, but there's legislation on the table recently where politicians are trying to say, this is how you have to store a gun in your house. Listen, it's not up to you to tell me how to store a gun in my house.
I agree.
That is an infringement on our rights. However, a smart person is going to keep their guns inside of a gun safe. I think we can all agree on that, right? But if I want to leave my gun, if I take a shower and I leave my gun sitting on the counter while I'm in the shower, I'm legally allowed to do that. And frankly, my children know enough about guns not to touch the gun because they've been around guns forever.
And it's pure glass doors. They don't want to come in there.
The boys don't care.
Well, I know, but they're always running around being like, stop, that's balls. Because
let's not turn this into another one of those episodes.
They still think it's funny. So, wait, remember, she cooks and doesn't give you her recipes, so don't get her mad.
I agree. Trust me.
Exactly.
So there was this time, so when I was in the military, I was working 12-hour shifts from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. And then I would go and I ran a business during the day, and we did inner-city ministry. So I remember one time, Tiff and I were already getting pretty serious. I was so tired. And I only was able to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours that day because I was working in the ministry during the day. So I went to Tiff's house. She made me lunch, and she made me like a barbecue chicken burger. It was so freaking good.
It even had nacho cheese on it. I remember it.
I went to bed.
It was like the ultimate patty melt.
I went to bed, and then she woke me up to go to work. And then she was recording when she woke me up. And the first thing I said was, man, that burger was amazing.
That sandwich was amazing. Yeah, I remember.
But to this day, she can't remake it. She
No.
doesn't know how to remake it.
I only know like 2 of the ingredients, but I remember I put nacho cheese on it.
Okay, but it's pointless now. It's whatever. I don't know.
Oh, murderous. I
What?
like it.
Guns and Grub. Trademark pending. Yeah. Get that shit done real quick.
Look at Yeah, I mean, hey, that could be good. You never know.
No, I like guns and tacos.
Well, okay. So, somebody
guns, tacos,
said,
guns and noodles. Just doesn't sound right.
H2O or H203 Trucking, does your book have all the places that you can CCW in Florida? Absolutely. Has all the, put your little thing up, has all.
My penis? Do you want me to
No, I don't want your
okay, never
penis.
mind.
I see enough of that. I'm already annoyed by it. So, yes, it does tell you all the places where you can and can't. It has scenarios. It has, different stories for you to think about. So it's got all kinds of good stuff in there. You can pick it up.
Greatest book's going to be a Wall Street.
$20 free.
Wall Street Journal bestseller.
$20 free shipping. You can get it at floridaconcealedcarrylaws.com.
Do you know, I just was reading, I was looking into this actually. To get our book to be a Wall Street Journal bestseller, we only have to sell 9,000 copies.
We've already
in 1 week.
Oh, in 1 week.
9,000 in a week. So what if we made the book like $1?
We could.
We bought 10,000 of them. We made it $1, and we just said to everybody,
No,
everybody
why don't
needs
we
to
make
buy
it $1?
100 copies.
Buy them, 9,000 copies for $1, and then sell them.
We buy them?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's illegal. But we can give money to one of these people and have you guys buy it.
We don't need a Wall Street. Nobody even likes Wall Street, whatever journal or whatever. Isn't that like a?
I like it. I feel smart when I read it at airports. I can't understand anything they're fucking talking about, but
oh gosh, don't read.
But I feel
that
smart.
out loud.
Okay, Pablo says, how was your experience with the CZ Rami and the new Turkish gun? So the Rami was okay. I think it was cool, but Tiffany and I both kind of settled on the fact that it's not a gun that we finished shooting it and we were like, oh my gosh, I've got to own this.
Yeah, like the HK VP9, I really felt like, wow,
that's an amazing
This is an amazing gun. Now, there was nothing wrong with it except for the magazine release was really stiff, but it was also brand new.
It was loosening up.
It was loosening up. So I definitely think that was part of it. But other than that, it shot good. It did have a couple
malfunctions, but it's also a brand new gun.
It was brand new. Yeah, exactly. So I thought that it was great. But I just felt like I wasn't like, it shot nice and everything, but I wasn't like, ooh,
I need to buy this.
This is going on my need to have list.
Yeah.
So,
but that Turkish gun, again, paid $299 for this thing. It's called a T-Sauce. It is amazing. Kyle, if you're on here, you need to buy these. You need to stock them.
Yeah, they were good. It
basically is like a Springfield XD clone. Retails brand new $299, and we shot probably 200 or 300 rounds through it, and it shot perfectly. Not one malfunction. It was awesome.
Yeah. What's up? I'm not going to say that name out loud, so stop commenting.
Show me the name. I like it.
No.
I made a joke like that one time. It didn't do good on YouTube.
No, it's not going to be good. What's up? I'm not saying it. Look, now he said, say it.
No.
I'm not saying it.
Okay, Security29 says, love my new Springfield XD9. Very happy with it. Do you own a Springfield 9, Ryan Bro? I don't own a XD9.
No, you used to have some.
No, your sister owns one.
Yeah,
and I borrow hers whenever I need one for a video or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting. I saw one on Buds for $299 a while ago. I should have just bought it. But the next time I see one for $299 in XD, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
It's a good gun. It's a good gun to have.
So Jack Spring says you need to check out the Savage Stevens 320 security shotgun, 12 gauge. It's a budget. Yeah, we used to sell them all the time in the store. And yeah, they're fine guns. But how much is a Remington 870 though? Wasn't
like $250?
It super similar?
Yeah, but it's way better.
Yeah.
So $250, $300 probably
maybe now
right
it's
now.
More though.
So that's always been my problem with the Savage the Savages, and then like the what was that other one called? The Maverick 88. Is that it's just not worth the cheap price. You're just a few bucks more. You can get a 500, an 870.
The Stevens, we sold a lot of them. We never had people return them. So look at Curtis says, I made it a little late today. Nice Cheerio earrings, Tiff.
Oh, nice.
I never heard that one before. Ryan always says, like, what are you going fishing? Those are fishing lures.
Hey, you look like a pirate.
Or he calls me, that's right. He calls me a pirate. Okay, so the Stevens is $279. Yeah, I think it's a good price. I mean,
good price, yeah.
Ryan gets stuck on certain brands. You do. You're a little bit of a brand whore.
A brand whore. Yeah. That's what she just called me, people.
Yeah, like you're stuck on you like your Mossberg 500 or your Remington 870.
I like because like I've always said before, this has always been my standard. There's civilian grade guns, and then there's military and law enforcement guns.
Okay.
So the 870, the 500, the 590, those are all guns currently being used by military and law enforcement. Mm-hmm. There is no military or law enforcement using a Stevens. Okay?
I agree with that. So that's your reason behind it?
That's my same issue with Ruger, with all of them. And listen, I think that there are some of those civilian grade products that are very good. The Ruger SP101 is an amazing revolver. Mm-hmm. The Ruger Red Hawk, amazing revolver. The LCP is a pretty damn amazing pocket pistol, but most of the other guns are just not that great in my opinion.
Okay. Now you tell me why you're stuck on those.
Okay.
Now I understand you.
Don't ever bring it up again then.
I understand you. Okay, Battle Elf says, do you like gordillas? Gorditas? Okay, I only had the Taco Bell one.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure is it like a real Mexican dish?
I don't know. If it is, maybe I would try it.
Somebody said we need to try to eat oxtail soup next time we go. Are you down for that? Like if we go to Guns and Tacos, whatever the weirdest thing on the menu is, try it?
You like to eat weird stuff. I still haven't had like any alligator or anything like that because there's that in Florida and I'm not interested. But you've had like frog legs and...
Yeah. If you guys have ever had frog legs before, I ordered that at a restaurant. Needless to say, I was very hungry that night because I didn't eat much. It tasted like chicken wings dipped in a pond. And then somebody threw it on a barbecue. It's like, wow, how is this good?
Yeah, I'm not interested in any of that.
It's gross.
Sorry.
But I would like to eat like a what are those things called? You know, the thing with the spike? The scorpion.
Oh, what the heck? You want to try a scorpion?
Scorpion, like some monkey brain.
I didn't know that people ate scorpion. You would not eat monkey brain. That's gross.
I think I would. Got any more questions on there?
I'm not interested. So I can't do all that stuff. I'll just puke. So we'll just keep it. I think that is just Taco Bell. Yeah, I think it's just Taco Bell.
Yeah, not a real
and
thing.
I'm not sure how people would react if we did the guns and tacos and then pulled into Taco Bell.
Yeah, might not be the same. Might not be the same.
Yes, Kyle, that is a good point. He said, in Ryan's defense, getting accessories for a Remington or a Mossberg is much easier than some of the Turkish imports or the Savage. I agree 100% with that.
There you go.
And frankly, I'm happy because he's had his rates 870 for
like 10 years.
Like 10 years. Isn't that the one you bought out of the trunk of someone's car?
That I thought I was going to get murdered.
Behind a Starbucks. And then he's like, he takes his brother Evan, who's 15 at the time, and he's
like bright red hair.
Bright red hair.
The biggest dork you ever saw in your life.
Freckles. Like, totally not intimidated. And he's like, Evan comes to me. He's like, stand outside the vehicle while I go in.
Said, you got to stand there. Like, okay, here's what happened.
This guy was probably like,
no, there was things happened too fast, man. So I met this guy on Florida Gun Trader. This is the very first gun that I bought.
Very first.
And the guy said, we go to meet him at a Starbucks, 10 o'clock at night in Tampa. And the guy says he's in a red pickup truck. So I pull into the parking lot and I text him and I'm like, hey, bro, I don't see any red trucks in this parking lot. And he said, I'm in the alley behind the parking lot.
And it was like a legit alley. Like,
so I pulled back there. It's pitch black. And I said, like, we're going to get murdered, dude. This guy knows we've got $300. We don't know if he has a gun. So my headlights are shining on the back of his truck. I get out. The guy opens a duffel bag. And I'm like, okay, good. I handed him the money. And I'm like, take the bag, freaking get in the car. And I said to my brother, I'm like, there's no way what just happened was legal. I said, get a picture of this dude's license plate. There's no way in hell that this was legal.
Yeah.
Apparently it's legal.
Yeah. So crazy.
It was crazy.
Okay, so people are telling me that oxtail soup is good. Now, here's the deal. I'm not giving up my chili rano and enchilada for oxtail. But if we ordered just the soup, I'll take a bite. I did eat that cricket in Nashville.
Did she ate a cricket?
Where was that? Tennessee?
In Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah, I ate a cricket. Ryan bought a box of like freeze-dried crickets or something like that. I mean, it just tasted like powder, but somebody else said they had gator tail and it wasn't bad. I will try some stuff.
Yeah, gator tail. There's apparently a place in Plant City that makes really good like gator tail bites.
Tail?
Yeah.
Gator tacos. Okay. So hang on. Oxtail is awesome. I was born and raised in Miami, and the Cubans make it good. The Jamaicans make it good. I'm not sure the Mexicans do it good. With all the different flavors, but it was delicious. That's a good point. So what is that dish then?
It's a tail of an ox, sounds like.
Is it a Cuban dish then? Or is it a Jamaican dish? Or I guess
okay, so hold on. They eat tacos in Cuba, right? So Guns and Tacos is not limited just Mexican food.
Yeah, I guess.
It's limited to Latino food.
Okay.
Right?
Well, that's good because I love Cuban food. Isn't that where you get the plantains? I love plantains, and I haven't had any plantains.
Yeah.
So we can go to a Cuban place too?
I think so. I think that's within the rules of the Guns and Taco guidebook.
I think it's within the rules. I need me some plantains. So Ting Ting says, I'm Chinese and I'll eat anything except for Panda Express. Panda Express is the best Chinese ever.
I thought Panda Express was authentic Chinese, though.
Exactly. Ryan's favorite, orange chicken. Orange chicken double up.
Yeah, Chinese people, you guys do eat everything. Like, I've seen some of those documentaries walking down the street, and they have, big bugs
moving? Well, don't they have that
octopus, still alive? Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it.
I mean, I don't know if Ting Ting eats that, but I saw a video on that. Okay, wait. So somebody's asking about any news on the HB 1205.
I don't know what that is. Hold on. Figure out a question.
Yes, you did a video on it. You know what it is. You just can't remember. Okay, wrong. Savage 320 is exact clone of the Winchester 1300 and can use the same parts and accessories.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so HB...
Ryan's still stuck on his Remington.
Yeah, I still wouldn't buy it. I still wouldn't own it, but whatever. Yeah, that HB bill, it's still pending, so we're just waiting to see what's going to happen. Only time will tell.
Somebody says be vegan, ban guns, kill people and animals. I will never be vegan. I love ribs.
Yeah, it's really funny. I saw somebody like they were killing a lobster and eating it, and the person was like, this makes me want to be a vegan. Not me. It makes me hungry. Like, I believe animals are here to feed us. That's what God created them for.
Yeah, I still think they need to be killed humanely and treated humanely.
No reason to abuse them.
While they are,
But I'll just slap a little barbecue sauce on them and eat them, and then we're all good.
Yeah,
all good.
I agree. So everyone is saying, okay, we do not eat tacos in Cuba.
No, okay.
Raul says that, so
maybe that's why you're a communist country.
Thanks, Raul. Now I don't get my plantains.
Raul. Yeah.
Raul, that's what I said.
Yeah, you really screwed that one up, buddy.
I was really looking for some plantains. Ryan was gonna take me. Moderator
says just rats, cats, and dogs. That makes sense.
I don't even know if we have a moderator tonight on here.
Is there not a moderator?
I don't know. Somebody said, don't worry about it. Ryan, I don't care. It's a few things. Nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares. In fact, honestly, those troll comments, I mean, they kind of make the live chat more fun, right?
Yeah.
When you get a bunch of turds on there doing stuff, I don't really care.
Okay, Richard is from Maine, the home of the lobsters, and he says it just makes him wanna eat a lobster.
Oh, no, we don't do seafood.
Yeah, I don't do seafood. But it's hard for me because like I watch some of that stuff and how good it looks, and I'm like, man, that looks good. But then every time I try to eat it, I'm like, this is disgusting.
Oh, thank you very much, Robert. We appreciate
Hey, thanks, Robert. We appreciate you, man.
Okay. Next question, Ryan.
Okay, Timmy says, I have a wood shop in my detached garage. If someone enters my garage, I keep the garage door closed and I have a door on the side. Do I have the right to use deadly force even though the garage is not attached to my home, or do I have to retreat?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we would basically be getting into the purview of the Florida Castle Doctrine law, which says that the person has to enter or attempt to enter a person's dwelling, residential, occupied vehicle unlawfully and by force.
That's not your dwelling, technically.
So a dwelling is any place that has a roof and is designed to be lodged in at night. So it could be a detached garage or something like that, potentially.
Why would you lodge in your detached garage? It's almost like just take a carport and put walls on it. It's over there. It's like a back shed.
I get it.
So that wouldn't be considered.
I think it might.
No, I'm going to go for no and take the safe
side.
That's where you put your lights on, you call 911, you try to scare the guy in, but you stay in your house because
he's in the garage. Are you not paying attention to this entire conversation?
He's in the garage?
He's in his garage working. Dude comes and tries to attack him in his garage when he's working.
Well, that changes a little bit. I missed that part, and I thought he was saying, like, somebody comes to his detached garage, like, while he's in his house. I'm saying don't go out. Okay,
so here's the statutory definition for a dwelling. It means a building or conveyance of any kind, including any attached porch, whether the building or conveyance is temporary or permanent, mobile or immobile, which has a roof over it, including a tent, and is designed to be occupied by people lodging therein at night. So if a porch is included, you don't think a shed would be, a garage would be included?
Again, I did not know that he was in there. So if he's in there.
But again, this bad guy would have to enter this detached garage unlawfully and by force. Which means they would have to kick in the door.
Yes.
And the use of deadly force would have to be a reasonable response. So, like, based on your kind of statement here, he says if someone enters your garage. So what I get from that is the door is open. A person just walks in and is like, hey, what's up, neighbor? And then you shoot them. So that wouldn't be legal.
Right.
They would have to enter unlawfully. They would have to enter by force. And the use of deadly force would have to be a reasonable response.
Sometimes you have like wanderers that kind of just walk in. Again, they're just walking in. So unless they're a threat and you're an imminent,
Do you remember when we had the gun store, I used to get there early before everybody else. And the first thing I did was like, count all the money from the day before, get it prepared to deposit and stuff. So I'm sitting at my desk, which is in the back of the building. I've got piles of money everywhere as I'm counting it and getting it organized.
I know. Yep, I remember
and
this.
all of a sudden, there's this crackhead guy right at the front of my office door, and I look up at him.
So he walked inside the store,
walked through
to the back
whole
where it says, employees only.
He's standing there, and I look at him, and I said, "Who the hell are you?" And he goes, "I'm here to use your restroom." And I just remember I was like, "Get out!"
Yeah.
But man, that guy caught me off guard so much.
Yeah,
I
could
had
have been
so
a bad...
much money laying there that it was just like, holy crap.
Yeah. It was all $1 bills though, Ryan. Let's be honest.
Well, it's probably a couple $1,000s, but getting it all organized.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Everyone's saying that because you don't have a doghouse for the hubby. Oh, they're talking about the garage, the doghouse. Okay. I thought you were talking about Ryan and I, because I was going to say, I'm not really mad at him, but we don't have a doghouse. In fact, we've never slept on the couch. We always sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, and why is that, Tiff? Let's get real. We're going to get real. Are you guys ready to get real? We'll see if Tiffany can handle this, or
Ryan claims that one time I told him to sleep on the couch and he told me, or what?
Multiple times this has happened.
No.
Multiple times she has said, well, you can just sleep on the couch. And I said, you can sleep on the couch. I owned this house before you, and I will own this house after you.
Okay. For one thing, if you said that to me, you would probably be missing more than one tooth.
Okay.
So I don't think that that's accurate, because I would never let you say that crap to me just because you own the house. But how often in 17 years has this couch conversation ever happened?
It's because I broke your spirit.
Shut up.
It's because I never allowed it to happen the first time.
No, it's because I just ignore you and go to sleep because
whatever.
Okay, wait. Anne has a great question before you go to the next one.
I like Anne.
I don't know why she's telling us we have to give her 3 reasons, but she says, can you give me 3 good reasons why carrying around in the chamber is important, and give examples of what happens if you don't do that? I'm going to say this, Anne, is that we can never really so you can add later. Don't interrupt me. I'm already pissed at you. I own this house before you, and I'll own this house after you. That's what you think. Man. So Anne,
I'm just gonna look at my screen.
I'm gonna say this: you cannot truly. Okay, when Lincoln was 4, he fell off the back of our recliner chair.
Yeah, this
landed on his head, eyes rolled back, and he stopped breathing. Right.
Started having a seizure. Yep.
I don't know what happened, because Ryan had him and he was trying to, and all my job is to call 911.
Dial 911.
That was my only job. Okay.
So I had to continue to shake Lincoln and slap him just to keep him crying.
Just to get him to.
Because if I stopped, he would just totally go unconscious.
My only job was to call 911. 3 buttons. And I failed. I hit so many buttons, and I had to keep hitting hang up, start again. Like, it was ridiculous how much that happened, because when you are under that much stress and pressure, you lose the dexterity in your fingers, and your brain, it just goes kind of crazy. So because we can't practice that under stress too with our firearm, I mean, obviously there's some, crazy courses that maybe you can go do stuff, but truly to have that, like, I could never recreate that with Lincoln. Okay, I could never recreate that.
The fear
and the everything that was happening. So, number 1, I know for a matter of fact that I would not be able to rack the slide and take off a safety if I had to, if at all. Like, there is no way. The only thing that I could do would be to point and shoot. Also, you don't have time when something bad happens. So, how long ago would this have been? Like 16 years ago. I went on my morning walk, which was like I normally never went on Sunday mornings before church. This is when Ryan and I were dating. And I decided I woke up early around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to go out for a run.
Because he's a weirdo and does stuff like that.
I'm going to go out for a run before church, blah, blah, blah. I went out early in the morning around 4:30, and I was walking, and all of a sudden I was praying, because that's what I do. And all of a sudden I just had this yuck feeling. I looked up, and there was a man in a wife beater hiding behind a bush like 10 feet in front of me. Probably less than that. Probably 6 feet in front of me. Man, my heart dropped, and I knew I couldn't go backwards, because if I turned, I was going towards the creek and the pond and the bushes that I just ended. So I knew I had to just go past him. So I bolted as fast as I could. But as I was running, I was trying to grab my phone because I didn't carry at this time, just to call my brother to tell him, hey, I'm on our normal, walking route or whatever. And I could barely do that. And it happened so fast. So I know now that the only way to carry is no safety, round in the chamber. That's my personal opinion. That's only 2 reasons, but that's all I got. Right?
Yeah, so number one, the excuse that most people give for not carrying around in the chamber is that they don't feel safe carrying a gun with the round in the chamber. I have my gun on right now, so rounds in the chamber, because what's the point of having a pistol if you're not going to have a round in the chamber? If somebody kicks in this door right now, all I got to do is grab it, smoke the guy, and then figure out which tattoo I'm going to get.
And I think people are scared.
Messed up my joke. You got to pause for
that was not funny.
It's hilarious. But the point is, if you're not comfortable enough with your gun and comfortable enough in your abilities to carry a gun that is loaded, then you are not ready to carry a gun. The gun needs to be loaded. And listen, there was this idea that the Israelis came up with a long time ago that it was safer to carry on an empty chamber. With modern firearms, Glocks, with the drop safety, a firing pin safety, it's unnecessary. The only reason a Glock is going to go off is if you pull the trigger. The only reason a HK is going to go off is if you pull the trigger. So there's literally no value in having a firearm that is not fully loaded.
So I just want to say, a big thing that Ryan has taught me that puts me at ease, because I was very scared about that too at first, is that if you have a good holster, like a good Kydex holster that covers the trigger, there's no reason for that gun to accidentally go off or anything like that. Number 2, Ryan never takes his gun out of his holster. He takes his holster out and puts it in the safe, or he takes his holster out to take his gun out. So he's never giving that opportunity, which I'm not sure which course you cover that in. Do you remember?
About the right and wrong way to carry a gun.
Okay, so in one of his courses, The Right and Wrong Way to Carry a Gun, he talks about this, about not giving yourself opportunities for mistakes to happen. So even if, you're going in the car, Ryan leaves his firearm, and he doesn't take it out and put it in the center
courthouse
console.
The other day. So I just take my entire holster out like this. I stick the holster in the glove box, go into the courthouse, and then when I get back, I put it back into my waistband.
Yeah.
So it's fast, it's easy, and I'm not creating a possibility of a negligent discharge.
Yes. So that's exactly. So that's what I wanted to cover, because if you have it like that, where you're never taking it out, then it does make you feel more comfortable. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So Paul says, crap, I missed the start of your show. Oh, well, the great thing about this is you can go back and watch it over again.
It's on the internet. Oh.
What?
It's about to not be on the internet.
Oh, no, your computer must have unplugged. Oh, look at that. Ryan's computer is going to die right away. Thank you so much, Joe. And thank you, Dan. Also, I saw Dan gave up at the top. Thank you so much. You guys are super awesome.
Yes, we appreciate both of you.
Okay.
Even though Joe is about 90 years old and should be saving that money, investing it.
For his retirement?
For an old folks' home that'll be
Oh, Jack Spring is making the moves on Ting Ting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's asking her if she's married. I think Ting Ting is married. Let's see.
Maybe she's into open relationships.
Oh, Ryan, stop.
I don't know.
Okay. Lewis says, I always carry my Hellcat with a round in the chamber in a Vetter holster. Never had a problem. Yes, I think that is the best thing, is to make sure that you have a good quality holster that you can feel comfortable with. And I'm not a fan of these people that are like, if you don't carry around in the chamber, you're useless. You might as well not carry a gun at all. I say, and Ryan has a great video about this as well, I say work yourself up. So, Anne, I know you've taken the 21-day dry fire challenge. I say keep practicing with that. But I also say carry it around your house first with one in the chamber, until you can feel comfortable with it.
We just had a student, and this is a man, and he said he's been carrying the gun unloaded, no ammunition, in a holster for about 3 weeks because he's just trying to get comfortable with the fact that there's a gun there. Mm-hmm. That's totally acceptable.
Yes.
However, it is unacceptable if he's doing the exact same thing 2 months from now. It's okay to carry a gun without a round in the chamber in the beginning for the first couple weeks, maybe month. But if you're still carrying with a round not in the chamber a year from now, you're doing something wrong. You're not progressing in your skill.
Exactly. So Mariah, I think that's how you say your name, says, please specify that when you say no safety, if a gun has a safety, you need to use it. No, I don't agree with that.
Hold on a second. You don't know what you're saying. So Mariah, yes. So if a firearm has a manual thumb safety, you must use that manual thumb safety properly, which means it needs to be on anytime you are not shooting and off when you are shooting. We had a student that had a Smith & Wesson Shield that had a safety, and I said, ma'am, do you know how to operate safety? And she said, oh, no, I just leave it off all the time. Well, that's very idiotic. So you're going to pull that gun out in a self-defense situation, safety's on, and you can't figure out why your gun doesn't work. The guns that we own, I want intuitive safeties. I want a Glock or a Springfield or an HK, where as soon as I grip the gun and press the trigger,
or a trigger safety,
the gun discharges,
or drop safety. But we don't. Besides the guns that we use for our students, we don't own ones with manual safeties.
No, and I wouldn't use a gun with a manual safety for our own personal defense guns.
And that's what I was trying to say. And if you do have a firearm with a manual safety, then I think you need to really do dry fire like extra, because you have an extra step. Well, because it's an extra step that you have to have that muscle memory.
Yeah.
Otherwise, because tell the story of why cops moved to Glocks.
Because they were finding cops dead on crime scenes with their guns in their hands and their safety still on. Because they were so stressed out in the heat of the moment, they pulled the gun out, but forgot to deactivate their safety.
Yeah.
Because again, in those moments, your brain is filled with adrenaline and cortisol. You're going to be very overwhelmed, and it's very easy to forget easy things.
Yes. So you have to be able to, that's got to be automatic. Your thumb just takes it down automatic, so that if something ever were to happen, it would be so natural that muscle memory would be just ingrained.
This is a little segue into this last police shooting that just happened. I don't know what the kid's name was, Dwayne something, but this was a kid that was resisting arrest and jumped back into the car, and the cop pulled out her gun and said, taser, and shot.
Yes.
I do believe it was a mistake, and I believe what that woman did is that woman created a pathway in her brain, a very strong pathway of presenting her pistol from her holster, but not a strong pathway of going for that taser. So she meant to go for that taser, which is why she said taser.
Right.
But the neural network in her brain that she created was for that gun. She didn't create a strong neural network for that taser. And that's why she shot and killed that guy. And frankly, that's probably why she's going to get convicted of manslaughter.
Yeah, I mean,
go to jail.
It is a manslaughter thing. I mean, it's too bad. It sucks. Okay, thank you very much, John Waters.
Thanks, John.
Okay, took me 2 weeks carrying around around the house, empty, but the slide cock testing if it could happen. After that, I was good. Carry loaded every day now. Yes, nice. John. So that's what we're talking about. You can take those slow measures. Yeah, baby steps to get used to it. I don't think that everybody just, goes in. It took me a long time. I think you were fine. No. Did you carry around in the chamber right from the start? I don't think you did.
No, I did. But I do remember how every time where I went, I felt like everybody was staring at me.
Yes.
Now I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it was like, okay, that lady looked at me weird.
It's
she must
just
know
like if anybody's ever bought a new car, you're driving it and you're like,
everybody's looking at me.
And then you realize not one person is looking at you. Not one person noticed you.
Yeah.
Hey, Byron, thank you.
Thanks,
no,
Byron.
It's Byron. It's Brian. It's Brian. It's Brian. No, it's Brian.
Brian.
He won last week. Remember, he said, "No, my name is Brian."
Okay.
Thanks for everything you guys do. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, man.
We appreciate you. Okay, wait. Is constitutional carry coming to Florida? So big news. Constitutional carry happened in Texas, right?
Not in Texas. In Tennessee.
In Tennessee. I was in Texas.
And Iowa, it just happened in, and in one other state.
So we get this question every single time. We get it, like a whole bunch of people are exclamation mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay. If you guys want to know what my pet peeve, I'm not telling you what my pet peeve is because I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments. But this is the thing. We know as much as you know on this. So,
and if it passed, I would have made a video about it.
Exactly. So, I mean, we know as much as you know.
Yeah, it's just pending. So it's got to go through committee, then the chamber, Then it has to go through committee in the other section of the House, then the chamber. Then both houses have to vote on it and pass it. And then the governor has to sign it. So it's got a long way to go. And we'll see if it happens this year or it may happen in 10 years. We just don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So Arthur Parker says, I put my gun on safety before and after shooting my gun.
Good.
And that is good as long as you just keep practicing and keep doing those same steps each time so that you can get used to it. Okay, I think you have another question.
Okay, Vince. Attached is a video of a shooting that happened Friday night in Orlando. I've been going back and forth with my brother about this, but based on what you see, would this shooting was legal? Okay, so here is the video. Watch this, Tiffany. This is freaking nuts.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so pretty solid, like, argument fight. Okay, but it just is a fight. No reason to have a gun out. It is not legal to have a gun yet.
Yeah!
Pretty solid. Yeah, these are all young, like, young guys. Full of piss and vinegar. Now, do you see the gun? How'd you not see that?
I didn't see that.
Pranked off 2 rounds.
Oh, he actually shot?
Yes. I don't know if anybody died, but it is definitely illegal for that guy to have shot that gun. Now, I'm not sure what your question is, Vince, but just because you're getting your ass kicked and you're in a big fight like that, is it reasonable to believe that you're going to die within seconds? The answer is no. Unless one of those attackers has got a brick or they're stomping your head into the sidewalk, statistically speaking, a healthy person is not going to die from COVID-19. Or, not funny?
I'm listening to the comments. I'm not listening to you because, frankly, I've been listening to you for 17 years, and sometimes I just tune you out.
Okay, all right. So, you're not going to die from getting punched in a fight. You just need to move on. But this goes to a much bigger issue in society today, whereas you may think it's something very minor, like getting into a fist fight or a road rage incident. Somebody might be willing to kill you.
Yeah.
I wrote an article today on the Tampa Carry blog on Super Bowl evening. A pizza delivery person in Tampa went and delivered a pizza to an apartment complex. He was wearing a jersey. We don't know which jersey. But that jersey pissed off a guy that was sitting in the apartment complex. He started a verbal argument with her. Words went back and forth. She delivered the pizza, got in her car, and she left. Then she decides to turn around and go back. Because, you know, you always think of like the good zinger after you leave. So for some reason, the pizza delivery driver, this young woman, decided to go back. A physical altercation starts between her and this other guy.
So a woman and a man?
Yes.
Wow.
But now the woman is trying to leave again. The bad guy, his name was Ortiz, pulls out a gun, opens fire on the girl as she's driving away. One of the bullets hits her. She loses control of her car, plows into a 14-year-old, kills him instantly.
Oh.
So this 14-year-old kid is dead because some piece of shit scumbag got into an argument over a football jersey.
Wow.
Because that's what society is like today. If you get in a fight with somebody, they might kill you because you have a Trump sticker on your car.
Yeah.
A
Biden sticker. I mean, let's be honest.
What?
Or a Biden sticker. Got to be
fair.
fair.
I just heard somebody sent anthrax to the White House. Was it anthrax? No, it was ricin. It was in the news just today. Somebody sent an envelope full of ricin to the White House. Listen, I do not support Joe Biden, and I do not like Kamala Harris. But I sure as shit want whoever that sent that to our president
you can't do that
go to
shit.
prison.
You can't do that.
You can't do
stuff.
that shit.
No, and we can't ever condone it either. I don't like the guy either, but we can't condone it. Okay, so it lies beneath said agreed, but she was 26-year-old veteran, and he says, so let's be honest, there should not have been that mistake. She no longer needs to be an officer. And then...
Are you talking about the cop with the taser?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, listen. You got to understand. I totally agree.
Yeah, no.
She messed up, and she deserves to go to jail for that.
Yeah, that's
like,
manslaughter.
Cops,
I mean, that's a mistake.
You can't just kill somebody by mistake and think that you get a pass and walk away.
Right.
However, we also have to stop pretending like everything that happens to a black person is because of racism.
I agree. And
so
I don't think
just
that this
because it was a white cop and a black kid This isn't racist.
Yeah, and
this is a stupid cop that didn't have the proper training.
Yes, I don't think that she did it on purpose. I really don't. Her life is probably just crumbled around her. She made a terrible mistake that cost someone their life, but I mean, it's a mistake, and that's why I say manslaughter and not, second or first degree murder. So anyway, Sheepherder says that 5 years ago, a reserve deputy shot a guy instead of tasing him, and he got 4 years in prison. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Listen, that's the hard part about being a cop. You have a lot of authority,
yeah,
but you also have a lot of responsibility. And a little mistake that you make, even us as a concealed carry permit holder, you may think it's an intruder. You shoot and kill the Girl Scout trying to sell cookies.
Yep.
You're going to jail for that.
Yeah, you may be a great person. You may, be an citizen. What is it called?
Upstanding citizen.
Upstanding citizen. But if you make a mistake like that, I mean, that's what happens.
You pay the price.
You pay the price,
yes.
Exactly. And unfortunately, she made a bad mistake. So, wait, what if they body slam you on your head? Okay.
Yeah, so Deputy Dog, again, it just really boils down to you have a reasonable belief of imminent death. Here's my always standard question. Do you believe in that moment that your only option to stay alive is to pull out your gun and shoot somebody? If the answer to that question is yes, then you need to shoot that person. But you also have to understand that your decision to use a gun is going to come with a lot of scrutiny. A lot of people are going to hammer you, and you're going to have to convince a jury and the public that you truly had a reasonable belief of imminent death.
Exactly. Yep. Okay.
Any other questions? I'm out.
You're out? Well, it's already 7:56, believe it or not. Tonight flew by.
Flew by. Okay, if you guys have a question for us next week, make sure you visit TampaCarryLive.com, and we will answer your questions if we feel like it.
So CT Chief 02 says carrying is a very heavy responsibility.
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. This is a big deal.
So
because not only could you screw up and kill an innocent person, but your lack of training may cause your family member to get killed because you didn't actually possess the skills to get your gun out fast enough and on target.
And not even get you killed. Your lack of decision-making and self-control could, send you to jail, which totally, look, if you went to jail, that would totally screw the kids and I.
I'm going to get raped.
So, and you're going to get raped. But what I was going to say is that's the one great thing about Ryan's concealed carry class is I love that you really, and his book, if you haven't read it, Florida Concealed Carry Law, what Ryan really drills down is this is a big responsibility. You have to be sure. You have to know when that line in the sand is. And that's why he talks about so many shoot, don't shoot scenarios. Like, if this happened, could you shoot? Could you not shoot? And the reason that we did that is because of how many students would come into the classroom and say that they would shoot over the littlest of things.
Well, just that girl that the guy tried to kidnap her kid in Orlando. I posted it on the Tampa Carry Facebook page. So I said to her, if you would have had a gun in this situation, what would you have done? And she said, I would have shot him. And I said, okay, so at what point? Now she's in her motel room. The door to the motel is open.
So there's no fourth entry.
She said, as soon as the guy stepped into my room, I would have killed him. I said, well, you'd go to prison.
Right.
Because you can't kill somebody when you let them into your room.
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
Right. But there's a lot of scenarios. I got punched in the face. I would shoot him. Somebody said, give me your wallet. I would shoot him. You can't. So anyway, those are all reasons why it is very important to understand the laws. All right. That is it.
Ting Ting is becoming very popular.
I know.
On this chat.
I think tonight she even has a. Saw something about a stalker here. I know it's not a stalker. I'm just messing with you, but she's got a few guys. Yeah. Ting Ting, are you single? I didn't think so. I know she has twins, but go ahead and comment there. Okay, if you want a copy of Ryan's book, right there, Florida Concealed Carry Law, all you have to do is answer book in the comments. So where can I buy your book? You can just go to tampacarry.com.
Link in the description now.
There's a link in the description. If you can't remember that, tampacarry.com. Click on the shop tab, click on the books, and you can pick it up there. So Ting Ting,
Brian says he knows,
good name.
they know each other.
Oh, they know each other. Okay, but Ting Ting, Where did you come from is what I want to know.
China. She said China.
No, I know, but did you take our concealed carry class? Did you just find us on YouTube? I'm curious.
Tiffany, we are like a tractor beam of awesomeness. Okay, the awesome people find us.
No, I really want to know for real because like I said, I even was thinking about Ting Ting last Saturday painting my walls. I'm like, I really like Ting Ting, and I'm like, I got to mention this because it's just funny how much I've enjoyed her. So she's just, you know why? Because she's very much like you. She's a smart ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she comes up with good, funny stuff. So anyway, comment book in the comments if you want to win. Okay. Here, a bunch of people think they're a badass once they concealed carry.
Yeah.
Yes,
true.
but I think avoiding incidents is the best to de-escalate. Well, I mean, you have to because if you carry a firearm, you cannot escalate.
You know what I just saw? I need to write an article or do a video about this. This guy, thank God he had a dash cam because this is the only thing that saved this guy's life. Got into an incident with this other driver, and the other driver dialed 911 and said this guy pointed a gun at her. So the police show up, all guns drawn on this man, and they said, she's told us that you pointed a gun at her. And the man said, I do have a concealed carry permit, but I don't have a gun with me today.
Wow.
If that dude would have had a gun, I think he would have gone to jail. If he did not have that dash cam recording it and showing what had actually been said and done, he would have gone to jail.
That's why it's
because a scumbag driver knew that was a way to just get him locked up.
Wow. Not cool. So dad just texted. My dad in Canada said Ting Ting is a single mom with twins. So she must have commented and I missed it. So there you go. Hey, we're going to start a hookup channel here.
TingTingHookups.com.
Lock it down. TingTingHookups.com. All right. So Tony Jr. from Facebook, you just won a copy of Ryan's book. I need you to send me an email to winner@tampacarry.com, and then I'll ship you a book tomorrow or the next day or possibly even Friday.
No, we will send it quick.
That seems to be happening. It's only with the giveaways.
Oh.
This is why, because when you order online, it goes straight into my
processing system.
I just hit print, right? Print the labels. But when you win on Facebook, it goes to my email, and then I'm like, forget about you. And then the next night, in the middle of the night, oh, you forgot to send that. So anyway,
wow.
I do send them out. It's just sometimes a little bit delayed. Actually, I screwed up my first order today, my real order.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it was the guy that won the $300 Bunker Depot card, so he was okay with it because he just won a $300 Bunker Depot card. Is this up here because we're giving it away?
Yeah, so this is a Core Essentials belt provided to us by the men at Bunker Depot.
This is a super, super sweet belt. Check out this honeycomb. Do you see that honeycomb right here? You see honeycomb a lot?
Yeah.
On grips and stuff now. This is like the new...
no, it's old. It's old news.
No, I know it's old, but it's becoming popular is what I'm saying. This pattern is like...
Pattern?
Pattern is the cool thing. So if you want to get the best belt, I believe the best gun belt that money can buy, I think this is it.
It is. It is the best belt. I own all the gun belts that exist out there, and Core Essentials is the best.
This kills it. So if you want, and I hope that somebody that wins this is somebody just like you that owns a $10 or $12 Walmart or Ross leather belt and thinks their belt is sufficient.
That it's good enough.
Yeah, that it's good enough. I hope that's you on here because this belt will change your life and you'll realize.
It's going to get you to heaven.
No, it's not that good. But you're going to realize truly that having a good gun belt makes all the difference.
Yes.
So it feels good. You'll print less. It's a super awesome thing.
Yes.
So if you want to get the Core Essentials belt, you got to write belt in the comments. And this is from
Bunker Depot.
This is sponsored. So Bunker Depot gave us this belt to give to you. This is not Ryan and I. So
because we don't like you that much.
If you're local, no, because it's expensive and
it's
we can't,
expensive.
Frankly, we can't afford it. So, I mean, we couldn't give one of the core belts, keep giving them away. But Kyle and Jason at Bunker Depot gave it to us. So if you're in the local area, Tampa, Brandon, Valrico, Riverview, Fishhawk, go see them. They're over Parsons. So technically they're in Seffner, but I mean, it's like, the 301 kind of Parsons area. And super cool. So Badass Core Essentials belt from Bunker Depot, please. Oh, I think that was Kyle. Yeah, Kyle, you can't win. So I am going to go.
How much do they cost? These belts are like $60, $70 normally.
Is it? I thought they were 75. Maybe they are 65, but they're super, super reasonable. So,
and I've been wearing mine for over a year. It doesn't even look like it looks brand new. So it has no wear marks, nothing. Shit. I got some kind of virus on my Mac that's turning my whole screen
crap. You better
green.
You better.
I don't even know what the hell is happening. Oh, maybe they're 112.
Oh,
112.
Did they go up a little?
I guess.
Or maybe that's a different one. No, because some of them are less. No, I see. So depending on which model you get yourself, they're going to be between 70. No, stay off of there. I'm not buying you another one.
I don't need your permission.
We're going to go with, you know what? Dr. T.
Dr. T.
Dr. T. I had a song in my head. Was that? Never mind. Some kind of prescribe me some medicine song, but I can't. It's going to end up bad. So Dr. T, can you please put the thing? Send me an email to winner@tampacarry.com and you won the belt. Okay. Now, one more thing. We are going to give away a t-shirt. So we have, I think, 40 to 50 t-shirts on our website. They come in sizes small all the way up to 3XL. They got a couple different colors there too, blue, green, gray. So if you want to win one of the t-shirts, I'm not going to choose it for you. I'm going to say you can go on our website at tampacarry.com and then click on the shop tab, click on t-shirts, and you can pick whatever t-shirt you want. So if you want to win a t-shirt, so Battle Elf says, I pity the fool.
Yeah, you know what?
Who said that? Oh, where's Dr. T?
Mr. T.
Oh, Mr. T. Yeah, this is Dr. T. I don't think, is he a real doctor? Because I think he was giving you some like back pain advice one time. I think he may be a real doctor. Dr. T, are you a real doctor?
Or are you a fake doctor that sells Percocet out of a van? Either way, I'm interested.
The most comfortable shirts. Who said that? Was that Joe? Yes, Joe has a couple t-shirts. He's got a couple sweaters. They look good on him, I have to say. Yeah, he does look good. For an old guy. I like older men. So I don't know how I ended up with a younger guy. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I dig older men. Like I'm totally into the older salt and pepper.
The glaucoma over the shading over their eyes, like the freaking liver spots on their skin and shit.
I didn't say freaking almost dead. I said an older man. Like I'm into the like 55.
Oh, 55.
Yeah.
They're ready to retire, basically. That's what you're saying. Scumbag.
Basically. 55. How far are you away from that? You're what, 37?
Yeah. Okay,
comment t-shirt. I'm giving you a few minutes. Okay, so I'll like you when you're 55.
Yeah.
We only have
Ditto.
Are you going to like me more when I'm 55? No, it's funny because women like older men, usually, and then men like younger women. I don't know. Just saying. All right, Charles Hilton. Charles Hilton, you just won a t-shirt. Send me she's a grave robber. Yeah. Send me an email to winner@tampacarry.com and I will get you that. Actually, go to the website first, tampacarry.com.
Pick your shirt.
Pick your t-shirt. And, my sister Lori just texted and said he's a retired dentist. Dr. T, do you know that it was my dream to be a dentist?
How? How does Lori know that?
Because they read the comments and we miss them.
Oh, okay.
So it was my dream to be a dentist. I always wanted to be a dentist, but I dropped out of school. And so then I never had good enough grades, so I could never go.
And why was your dream crushed?
Because I could never go be a dentist because I didn't have good enough grades because I dropped out of school. I just said that.
That's not the reason. That's all bullshit. Excuses.
Oh, okay. So anyway, Dr. T, if you're single, my sister is single. And if you're around the 55 age.
She's blonde and she's ready to mingle.
So if you're around the 55 age, I believe she likes older gentlemen too. So anyway, guys.
No prenup.
That is it for tonight. No prenup. That is it for tonight. Thanks for watching once again. And we appreciate everybody who gave tonight as well. Thank you so much. And we will see you Saturday, 6 o'clock.
Guns and tacos.
Guns and tacos. Peace out.